So we're gonna go over how I'm down 170 bucks today. Um, Part of that was a options play in my other account that I kind of completely forgot about, and that was a whoops. I stumbled across it this morning and cut it when it was down 50%. Um, Everything else today was paper cuts here on futures. So I didn't have any time spent in the market yesterday. But I've been working with this little algorithm, and I was using it on my paper account yesterday, even though I wasn't really attending, and it did fine. Thought I had some things that were giving me issues last week worked out, and this first trade here worked. It was a short trade, but it did what it was supposed to do. Bought here near the EMA and VWAP and moved up above break even, and then took a tiny bit of profit as it was starting to reject. Here on this one, small loss. Here on this one, tiny win. Here on this one, itty bitty win. And these two are just enough to cover the fees, really. This one, a little bit bigger win, still just enough to cover the fees plus a couple bucks. And then this one was this biggest winner of the day. But all three of these really should have let the whole trade play out. I entered in on this one for the downside a little too early. I should have waited for my resistance bar up here. But I entered in again and the candle just came down. It pulled my algorithm down too quick, and then it went back up and cut me out, so I re-entered. Same thing, went down, cut me up, got out. Same thing here. I just kept re-entering on my algorithm, hoping, you know, I could figure out what my set points need to be. And I should have done this on the paper account. This is the live account. But, if you're going to use an algorithm, you're going to have to expect it's not going to work for you every time. So, kept tweaking it, paper cut, paper cut, paper cut, paper cut, paper cut. I think this one here was my biggest paper cut. This was a $20 paper cut. So, whole bunch of paper cuts. So I was down about 100 bucks a day on futures and down 70 bucks on options. So nothing's really working for the algorithm. For now, I'm going to keep that one back on just the paper account till I tweak it and really got it working how I want it to. And for the live account, I'm just going to go back to my manual entries and exits, with these bars over here. So that's all I really got for today, guys. Um, you know, I guess I'll zoom out here and show you how I made my levels. So I don't open this, and this is showing my time at the bottom, which is central, the elite time zone. I really don't open this until about 6:30 to 6:45. So, if I wanted to get up at 1 a.m. and capture this move, I could, but I don't. So, I really enjoy sleeping a lot. So anyway, I got up, started building my zones. By the time this one rolled around, I had a place to start forming this top. We just built these zones off these levels here, here, here. And this is just a smaller extension of this one from the last couple days, Friday and Monday. So just pushed this down over here, but made it a lot smaller. And then we picked up this from this morning, or yesterday evening, I mean. Just carried them over, and we just traded between these two zones all day long. This zone, I could just delete it, because even though we had a little bit of something to build off here, we just pushed right through it. Never tested it, just right through. So that was a dead zone. A little bit of resistance up here on this one that was support, and then yeah, so that's how I get my zones, just building. And I don't always play off of them to the T. Sometimes they're just areas to be aware of, not areas to necessarily play. But today, if I hadn't been messing with the algorithm, could have just kept buying down here, shorting up here all day long, just in this zone. You know, probably would have gotten stopped out on this one, but if your mind's in the right place, you could re-enter and then short back up here. But yeah, that's what we got. See you guys tomorrow.